day, guys. This is Mathematics with Eshemo High, and this is Understanding Science. So let me talk on. So we'll be dealing on one topic in mathematics that many of you know well. If you could remember, this topic was even taught in your GS2. So for those who don't remember that this topic was taught in GS2, and it's also going to still be taught for those who are planning to enter SS1, and those who are already in SS1. You know what I'm talking about. They taught you in SS1 already. So this is mathematics with the Shemo High. So let's go. We'll be talking about this particular topic called indices. One of the most very simplest topic in indices. So some people may say it's hard for them, but I believe it's one of the simplest. And after this video, you will also say that this is one of the simplest. Just follow me as I teach you indices. I will explain laws of indices. Then I may give some examples with the laws of indices so that you will know them very well. So let's start first. Indices. Yeah. Now, under indices, let me just go straight to the laws of indices. Now, laws of indices. So before I continue, I'm the kind of person that, so for those who are watching my video, if you want to, I also do physics and I also do chemistry. So I'm not that much on explanation. I don't like explanation. I love more calculations. So I will try my best to teach you guys more explanations because of those writing JAMB. You know, JAMB nowadays is more of explanation. So let's get to the calculations. And now this is mathematics. One of the story that I always love, that everything about math is calculation. So this is my best subject. So let's just do this thing quick as possible. So first law of indices. The first law of indices that you should know is multiplication. Law of multiplication. Now we have law of multiplication. Write my M and U well so you guys will see it. Law of multiplication number 1. So I'll be doing this fast and I'll be cleaning the board as fast as I can. I'll be cleaning the board as fast as I can because as the board is small, so I'll be cleaning it as fast as I can. Alright, law of multiplication. If you have something like this, y raised to power a times y raised to power b, there's something you must know. In the law of multiplication, in indices, when you have multiplication, should I ever call this law of multiplication? Now, when you have this, under this, on the first law of indices, there must be something you must know. Are you getting me? The first thing you must know on indices is that whenever you have multiplication, and your own numbers are the same. Listen, whenever you have multiplication and your own numbers are the same, generally in mathematics, and your own numbers are the same, the first thing you must do is bring out the whole number. That is y. Now we bring out the whole number. There is y here and there is y here. So we bring out the whole number. And in this number 1, what you do whenever you have multiplication, you have this particular sign on your indices. The first thing you must do is to add the 2 raised to powers. So these 2 powers, you add them. So let's add them. We will now have a plus b. Then a plus b will give us equals to what? A b. Now that is one of the first law of indices. Now you have gotten this. So I want you to write this down. So let's get to explanation. Let me give you an example that will make you understand this particular law. Now, watch. Let's say you have 3 here times 3. Watch. You have 3 times 3, and you have 4 here, and you have 2. Now, what will you do? That is the question you should ask yourself. Now, ask yourself, what will I do? And what you should do is, whenever you have something like this, bring out your 3, just like I did here. 1. The second step to take is you have 4 and you have 2. What you do? You turn the 4 and the 2 will now be what? Addition. 4 plus 2. Now, according to your calculator, even your head as a math student and somebody who wants to write JAMB, there must be something you must know. You need to know how to calculate very fast. And this is very simple. Nobody needs calculator to say 4 plus 2 because everybody knows 4 plus 2 is what? 6. Alright? We now have 3 raised to power 6. This is your answer. Let's do the second law of indices. Are you ready? Alright. I'll be writing and I'll be cleaning. So you need to be very, very fast. Second law, division. I don't want to write it long, like law of this law. You already know horizontal indices. So division. Now if you have y again divided by, let's put a here and we put b here. Yes, you can have something like this under the law of indices. This is under division. You can also have something like this. It is what? The same thing, because this is division, this is division. Are you getting me? It's y raised to power a divided by y raised to power b. This is also y raised to power a divided by what? Y raised to power b. So let me get straight to what I'll be teaching you people. Now, if you have something like this, you now have a equals to a minus b is equals to what? A b. That is it. Now, with this law, let me use an example. Now, if we have 3 again, we have 4 here, then we have divided by 3 raised to power 2. Then if you see how sometimes, let's still make it like this. Normal, you can from here get to here, but let me just still make it, let me still explain more for you. Now, let's do this. 3 raised to power 4 over 3 raised to power 2. It's the same thing though. So we have, you put 3 here, you pick one of the 3. Secondly, division. When you have division, when you see division, your law of indices, what you do is a minus. You subtract. So it will be 4 minus 2. And your answer will be 3 power what? 2. 3 raised to power 2. That is it. Now let's go to the third law of indices. I hope you are writing as fast as you can. Write as fast as you can. Because so that there are many things that we need to learn. So write it and make sure you are understanding what I'm doing. Now we have number 3. We have y raised to power 0. Remember that anything raised to power 0 is what? 1. If you remember very well. Everything raised to power 0 is 1. That is what the third law of indices. So everything raised to power 0 is 1. If we have 100 raised to power 0 is 1. 1,000 raised to power 0 is 1. 10,000 raised to power 0 is 1. 1 million raised to power 0 is 1. 1 billion raised to power 0 is 1. 1 trillion raised to power 0 is 1. That is the third law of indices. Alright, let's enter the fourth law of indices. Let's enter the fourth law of indices. So I hope you are getting what I'm teaching. Now, number 4. Now, the laws of indices are started. All those ones were baby. Now let me explain. Let us learn more laws of indices. Now, if you have something like this, y raised to power a bracket, what they are telling you is you use a to multiply b. That is, you will now have y equals to, you will now have y a times b equals to what? A b. That is the fourth law of indices. So whenever you have something, a number here, then bracket, a number raised to power, then you have a bracket, then you still have a number here. This is what you do. This is the fourth law of indices. Now let me give you an example. Alright, we have 3. I like using 3. Then we have 4. Bracket it. Put 2. What it's telling you is now 3, 4 times 2. And 4 times 2 is what? 3 raised to power 8. That is your answer for the fourth law of indices. These are your answers for the fourth law of indices. I hope you understand it. Alright, let's enter the fifth law of indices. Alright. The fifth law of indices, if we have if we have something like this, y minus n, what you should do is this. Very simple. When you have y minus n, what you should do is equals to you make this y, this minus, it will now be 1 over y raised to power n. You change this minus here, this minus will change 1 over 1 over y raised to power n. That's what you will do. Now let me give you an example with numbers so you understand. Now let's have a number. Let's say We have 3 minus 4. What you should do is 1 over 3 power raised to power 1 over 3 raised to power 4. That's what you do. Now let's start the 6th law, then the 7th law, then we are done for the laws of indices. Like I always do, I give one class to explain, then I give another class for pure calculation. So for those who like calculation, get ready for my class of calculation. You will see that one very soon. It's coming up very soon. Then I explain, we calculate. So the next class that will come up in mathematics is definitely going to be pure calculations on indices. Well, I will give you some kind of indices that will scatter your brains. Just get ready. Now, I just did the 5th law. Let's do the 6th law. If we have y 1 over 2, what you should do is you use this to square y. Are you getting it? In the 6th law, whenever you have something like this, you use it to square what? Y. Let's say like this. Let me say 4 raised to power 1 over 2 as an example. So let me write it like this better. E.g. example. Now we have 4 raised to power. What you do is square 4. You can put 1. It does not matter. Everything is whether you use 1 or it does not matter. You still get your normal answer. So some people can remove the 1. And you know, 2 is basically square root. So whenever you have 2, whenever you are trying to square something and you see 2 like you can write 2, you cannot write 2. It's the same thing. So no need to write 2 because it's the same thing. You already matured common. So many of you are ready to write JAMB. You are ready to write WAEC and some other dangerous secondary school exams. So no need to be doing all these baby things for you. Are you getting me? So let's continue. Now you have something like this. Let me remove the bracket. Square 4 is equals to square root of 4 is equals to what? Give me an answer. And the answer is what? 2. So this is your answer. For the 6th law of indices, now the last law, like I said before, there are 7 laws of indices. 7 laws of indices. Now the last law of indices, the 7th law. In the 7th law of indices, if you have y raised to power 3 over 4, it is what you do is you use 4 to square y. Then you use what you get, you times it by 3. Are you getting it now? It will now be first for y raised to power 3 that is used to times 3. Are you getting it? That's what you do. Now let me do an example with the same thing. Let's say 16 power 3 over 4. Are you getting it? What you should do, like I said before, what you do is you use 4 to square it. Now you do something like this. Then you put your 16. Bracket 3. What's it? 4. If you use 4 to do square, the square root of 16. The square root of 16 is what? 4. Now we are plotting 4. We have 4 raised to power 3. And 4 raised to power 3 is basically 4 times 4 times 4. Now, the answer is 4 times 4 is 16. 16 times 4. That's what you do. 16 times 4. So for those who find that to calculate, because I used to find it out to calculate, let me do this small. I'm not using calculator because these are all simple things. First, you have 16. 4 times 6 will give us what? 24. Put down 4. Let me do it like a baby. 24. Alright. Now, we have 24. Carry 2. 4 times 1. 4 plus 2. 4 plus 2. You have what? 6. Now we have 6. So your answer will be 64. Now, these are the laws of indices. These are the 7 laws of indices. And I want to urge all of you to follow me on YouTube. I have a WhatsApp channel. And in my YouTube, I'll be putting my numbers there. So you can message me on WhatsApp. Then I add you to the WhatsApp channel. So you can also follow me on WhatsApp, YouTube, and Facebook. Thank you very much. And keep following my videos. And watch out for the next one. The next one is going to be what? Calculations on laws of indices. Thank you very much. See you some other time.